Here is the natural domain of the Jasychus hansomi, where a specimen is known to do what seems to be a form of work coined by scientists as math. On the table, you can see a primitive piece of technology labeled a textbook, which contains knowledge on only one subject. To the right is a similar piece of technology called a notebook, where the Jasychus hansomi writes down notes. In order to accomplish this, the specimen uses a nigh-forgotten writing tool called a pencil. It appears that this specimen has salvaged not one, but two computer units, and has seemingly learned how to use them to further its understanding of math. How such an advancement happened is still not known to this very day. When the Jasychus hansomi is compelled to do math, the specimen is usually seen applying a chair to its buttocks for comfort when doing such laborious work, and accessing the smaller of the two computers. Once done, it accesses the internet and goes onto an application labeled YouTube, which is very popular among the Jasychus hansomi species, as long as they possess a computer. From there, it selects a YouTuber from which to extract entertainment, as the Jasychus hansomi is known to get bored after long periods of work. It is now ready to do math. Here we have a rarely seen preserved copy of notes taken by the Jasychus hansomi specimen we have been documenting. As you may see, the specimen has taken an odd form of notes, which it has stuck to for unknown reasons. On the top is where questions derived from the textbook are recorded and answered. On the bottom is where notes and definitions are written down. Strange indeed. In this captured clip, the Jasychus hansomi is answering a question it has an understanding of. Before proceeding to the work phase, however, it checks its notes on the subject the question is from and makes sure it understands what to do. Once any questions or such have been clarified, the specimen proceeds to answer the question. Notice how the specimen is recording the major steps of the question, so that in the event of a mistake, it can be traced back to and corrected with little hassle. Here is footage of the Jasychus hansomi faced with a problem it does not know how to solve right off the bat, as they say. Similar to how it solves a problem it knows, the specimen flips through its notes to see if it can find an understanding of how to proceed with the question without going in blind. Should the specimen fail to find what it needs in its notes, it turns to the textbook and tracks down the section that seems to pertain the most to the question. Utilizing all knowledge extracted from notes and textbook, the Jasychus hansomi takes a gander at solving the question to the best of its ability. Going down the steps, here the specimen can be seen correctly answering the question. Sadly for the last two questions, the patterns of the Jasychus hansomi are sketchy at best due to some habits. The lack of footage is demonstrative of the fact that the Jasychus hansomi rarely checks its homework under a common philosophy of get it over as soon as possible. This also affects what it does when a question is wrong, as the specimen rarely realizes something is off due to its lack of checking work.